Whether you keep them in your home or love to see them in theirs, these are the creatures that bring us all together.
Reptiles. We're going to be delving into the experiences of reptile lovers from around the block and around the world. This is the Reptile Talk Podcast. Boom! What is going on, everybody? This is Jeremy Turgeon from Brassman Reptiles.
And I'm Rob, and I'm keeping it real.
Hey, and Rob's got cool stickers.
I do. I got a really cool stag beetle sticker.
That's cool.
Someone gave me.
Where'd you get
Pretty
that,
nice.
Rob?
It's a secret. I'm kidding. My friends always find really cool stickers, and then they're like, "Hey, I found this for you." I'm like, "Yes,
yes. Thank you."
I love it.
I love that. That's awesome, dude.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired. It's been
tired. Why are you tired?
It's just been chaos. It's all been chaos. But it's fine. Getting through first feedings on certain things. Just had that whole Borneo clutch that hatched out. And I'm super stoked about those. I think all but one took their first meals last night.
Sweet.
So I was super happy about that. They don't really ever have issues taking prey for the most part. So that was good. And then just going through getting ball pythons fed and all that wonderfulness that's involved in ball pythons. And
they eat so much easier than the Borneos do.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say though, for the most part, ball pythons gave me no issues this year. There was one clutch that gave me any kind of flack. That's still giving me kind of flack is that DG clown clutch. That
of course.
Could
it be any other clutch?
Yeah, right. So yeah, I think they've all had a meal, but they've been fed 4 times. So they've all at least had a single meal. Yeah, we're at that stage of the game. So, but it's all good. I mean, it's not like they're drastically losing weight or anything. I'm just kind of like, I'm just waiting it out. I try to keep some live hoppers on hand. So when I see them crawling around during the day, I'm like, oh, you might be hungry.
You might be hungry right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Throw something in there. And sometimes that's a really good trick to get some of them on board. But yeah, overall, I can't complain. I have some scaleless corn snake stuff that likes to eat every other meal. And I'm like, why you do that? You're
why you
like, I need you to eat every week, please.
Yeah, for real.
You are a freaking worm. But
you're a corn snake. You need the sustenance, damn it.
Yeah, literally. Freaking literally. But what is a breeding season without a little bit of chaos and piggy feeders? So
yep.
Yeah, but outside of that, things are going well. Yeah, just excited for the rest of the season and what's to come. How about you, Rob? How are things on your end?
Oh boy, I just had my second clutch of corn snakes hatch out.
Yes.
And they all look good. They just came out like between yesterday and today. And I just looked in there to like make sure everybody was out. And one of them is like already orange.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll have to send you a picture because, and for people listening who may or may not know, OXD corn snakes, when they're born, usually not very colorful. They're usually pretty brown. Like they're you can see a little bit of color, but not really any.
Yeah, overall unimpressive for a little while
compared to what they turn into. Not very interesting looking.
Exactly.
But this one baby has got an orange streak, like a bright orange streak down its whole front part of its body, and I'm like, oh, well, I might end up keeping that one.
That's cool.
After it has its first shed, I'll be curious to see how it compares to all the other ones that I hatched out this season, because it is like night and day better than all the rest of them right now. It just came out of the eggs, so that's kind of cool. I like that. And then I got bunch of Borneo stuff that's hatched out that's been cool, and got the baby scrubs are all eating really good. I got one that every single time it comes out like it wants to eat, bites it, wraps it, and then doesn't eat it. Every single time that I offer it food, I'm like, why even come out if you're not going to eat it? I don't understand. But the rest of them are all doing good. Most of those are probably going to be ready to go here in any moment. And whenever I decide to buckle down and take pictures of them and post them, I don't care that much.
They might have been ready yesterday, but
they probably were ready yesterday. They're probably ready a couple weeks ago, but the thought of trying to message people and blah, blah, blah on top of all the other stuff I've got going on does not appeal to me at all. And then I've got another maybe 3 weeks until the other clutch of scrub pythons is due to hatch. And I have not opened that box since I put it in the incubator, so I should probably look at it at some point. I put it in there and I was like, it's September, don't even bother. Don't look at it. Don't pretend it doesn't exist. I've been pretending that it doesn't exist. So at some point this week, I'll need to go in there and take a look at it, make sure all the eggs are looking good. And I think the one egg, looked like, as I was walking by, it looked like one of the eggs maybe went bad, but the rest of everything looked pretty good. So I'll take it out this week.
How many eggs were in that clutch?
9 or 10, I think.
Okay.
I think 9 or 10, somewhere around there. I don't really get those giant clutches because I really feed my snakes really sparingly. Like more I think it's more of a natural diet. Who's to say it's actually a more natural diet? But I don't feed my snakes super, super heavy. So I have not gotten any big clutches of them. Most of them are all under 10 eggs. So that's fine with me. I don't have a ton of babies, and that way I don't have to worry about where they're going and all that jazz. So I'm excited to see this clutch hatch out, because this is the clutch, the same pairing, Brad and Fleb, that produced the really, really dark ones with the like rosettes on them, and hatched out 2 of those in the last clutch. And I would love to produce a couple more of those. So if I'll be happy if I get at least 1 or 2 more of those out of this clutch. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying not to haunt the incubator, but I know that as soon as we get into like the first week of September, I'm going to be staring at them like, hey, what's going on in here? What are you? Well, please tell me that there's some good looking baby scrub pythons in here. Like, don't get me wrong. All baby barnecks, they're pure barnecks, look good. But I want some more of those really dark ones. So hopefully, fingers crossed. And then I got a couple people who are waiting on babies that want to get a baby for me, and they're like, oh, that clutch. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe it won't be all boys. That would be really nice. I didn't mess with the incubation temperature that much with this one, so hopefully it's not all boys.
What do you mean, Rob?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm still upset about that. I'm still really butthurt about that. How are you going to hatch out 1 female and 7 males? That's rude. At least the female eats, I guess, it could be worse. And I think that's the wrap for my breeding season. I that's most of the stuff that I paired. I think that I might have paired 1 or 2 other snakes, but didn't even get locks on them. And then I got 1 lock from a VPI Super Stripe, and she went last year, so I wasn't super expecting her to go again this year. So whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, any time to get more scrub pythons is a good time. So
boom, especially because I got 2 clutches this year. It's not a fluke. I kind of know what I'm doing sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm on my 4th clutch of scrubs, and I'm like, maybe it wasn't a fluke now.
Yeah, he's figured it out.
Yeah,
he has figured it out, which is epic. So, and I'm stoked to see what's next.
Highlands and hopefully Tracy Eye will be next on my list. So
hell yeah.
We'll see how that goes. The Highlands are all on par to be good for next season. And All-Star, I want to see some babies from him. They're going to be smoking. They're just going to be so nice.
Yes.
The girls that I got that I'm raising up are also super, super nice looking. And hopefully those will be some really nice babies. They're probably going to be spicy as hell, but they will they'll be cool. And then the Tracy Eye, the female, is now back on a feed. She goes through these cycles where she's like, she'll eat for a little while, and then she's like, nope, I don't want to eat anymore. And she'll go months without eating. And then all of a sudden she'll be like, oh yeah, I actually do want to eat again. And she's on that eating kick now. And so I'm like, okay, let me just feed the crap out of you.
Yeah, right.
The last time I fed her, I gave her like 3 small rats. I was like, just take as much as you please. Just eat.
Yeah,
just
right.
Eat, just eat. And so I'm hoping that she'll continue on that trend and I can just throw the appropriate amount of weight onto her so that she'll go for this next upcoming season, because I would be so hyped to be able to add my name to the list of people who have done Halmaheras and to be able to see those little guys hatching out. That would be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're set up in my 422 black box cages right now, so I'm hyped about it.
And speaking of that, of course, between that and the ticker on the bottom of the screen, go check out blackboxcages.com, our wonderful sponsor for the Reptile Talk podcast. Go get yourself a new cage or a new rack or other exciting husbandry related element that Black Box has on their website. Go check them out. Again, blackboxcages.com, and you can use code Reptile Talk at checkout to save a little bit of money, because who doesn't want to save money right now? Everybody wants to save a little bit of extra money. So go ahead and check them out. And of course, link is in the description of the video. And yeah, you can check out all their socials and everything too. But yes, Black Box Cages, massive shout out to them. But yeah, man, that will be super exciting. I think Stephen Cush just hatched out some Tracy Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's definitely cool to see it start to happen for sure. So
you know, it's wild. People are more successful with Tracy Eye right now than they are with the Clastolepis with the Moluccan screws.
Oof.
That breaks everyone's heart. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Tracy Eye, incredibly cool. Very, very cool. Very hard to read. But also, there's a lot more people who know what Clastolepis are and want them. So
true. That's true.
I know Steven's gonna do it. He's produced so many different scrubs that there's got to be Clastolepis in his near future. So I don't even own any, so I'm not even in the running. So I'm not gonna say anything.
Right. No, that's fair. Speaking of odd species or rare species produced in captivity, Flood Reptiles just did they had a second clutch, I think it was, of Bolinai hatch out
for this year.
For this year, yeah. And they posted a picture with twins popping out of the egg, and I'm like, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. And they've produced a bunch of Bolins now. That must be like their what, 6th, 7th, 8th clutch or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like that group that they've got is locked in and dialed in. And I mean, I think that's awesome. That's freaking great. Somebody's got to do it. So, but yeah, I just saw that not too long ago, and I was like, huh, that's cool. Baby Bolins are cool. Twins, even cooler. But hell yeah, dude. So Daytona, dude.
Daytona, baby. Let's go.
Daytona. Daytona is always a blast. For those who don't know what Daytona is, the National Reptile Breeders Expo held in Daytona Beach, Florida. It was its 36th year operating, which is crazy. Originally, the show was held in Orlando until it outgrew that space, and then it's been at the Daytona Beach, the Oceanside Convention Center for the last, I think, 20 or so years. And it is one of the largest reptile shows in the country. It's certainly one of the biggest shows on the East Coast, if not the biggest show on the East Coast.
That's got to be the biggest East Coast show, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And it is a time to be had for sure, if for nothing else, because you're right on the beach. Oh, yeah, and there's certainly there's certainly a plenty of debauchery going on, but you're right on the beach, and reptiles in the ocean. I mean, it doesn't get too much better than that. And because it is such a notable show, people from all over the place are usually in attendance. And this go around was another wonderful example of that. It's always great to see friends from all over the country that fly in for the Daytona show, whether they're just hanging out to come and hang or they're coming to vend. But it was a really, really epic show. I think there was not quite as much species diversity as I think I've seen over the last maybe year or two, but still a very diverse show. I was missing, I forgot the name of the vendor. There's one vendor, I think it was last year. It was either last year or the year before, that had all the Australian dwarf monitors. Like all those the Kimberly Rock monitors and King Gorham and stuff like that. And I was looking out for that because I think those are so freaking cool, but I didn't see it. But regardless, a banger of a show with so much to see, so many cool animals and plants. There were some really wild plant vendors. Did you see the giant jackfruit?
I did not. No,
dude. Friday, getting ready to walk out of the building, and I just see this guy. He's walking with somebody next to him, and one of them just has like a little like milk crate with some plants in it, and the guy next to him has this massive jackfruit. And like, I've not seen too many jackfruit in general. It's not something that I seek to find, but dude, this thing was like massive. It had to at least be like 20 pounds. It was, dude, it was nuts. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you were digging it.
Very unusual. Like, I'm not a big plant buff, so I don't usually take a lot of time staring through all the different plant things. But I did take some pictures of the plant booths. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool that they've got some people who are doing a lot of plants here. I think that because it's so much of it's more of a place to travel to for me, that I don't think about, or I have a tougher time thinking about plants in traveling backwards, like traveling back to wherever I'm coming from. Because if you buy a snake or a lizard or something, there are places where you can ship them back. But with plants, I'm like, I don't know what you're going to do with that.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Even though I drove.
Yeah, right. Rob could have transported all of the plants.
I could have. Absolutely. Easily.
Oh man. But yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff at the show. Of course, people always ask, what did you get at the show? So I picked up a couple of animals, which normally I don't do, but yeah, but I was on the hunt for a male Janai, or North Mexican pine snake, because my male unfortunately passed away about a little over a month ago now, kind of out of nowhere. So I was on the hunt for a big male and was kind of going through, just poking around, and I saw one Friday, and I was like, that'll be my first stop Saturday morning, and Saturday morning it was gone. And then Rob grabbed me and was like, you gotta come look at this. And it was a perfect adult male Janai. So super stoked to have been able to snag that. So that was one thing. And then I went to the corn snake man himself, Mr. Lee Abbott, to pick up this insane salmon snow tessera corn that I don't even know, at 16 inches long is fluorescent pink right now.
It is very pink.
Yeah, and I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked to be able to raise that thing up and just watch it come into those colors and see what that's going to look like, and pair that into my Coral Ghost tessera. That is another very pink corn snake. So just kind of outcrossing Lee's stuff. But I was looking for something that was already very pink. And Lee, if you've never seen Lee's table at a Daytona show, there's a lot of really cool corn snakes. And if you like corn snakes, yeah, and if you like corn snakes, you're gonna really enjoy Lee's table. So I always enjoy just seeing what he's got and chatting with him a little bit, which is always fun, always a good time. And snagged that little female, and I'm so stoked. She's eating for me. She's doing great already. So but that was it. Mark also got a pitcher plant at the US Arc auction, which was very cool. And living thing wise, that was it. It was a low pressure show. What about you, Rob? Did you pick up anything?
I did, but I wasn't supposed to.
Nonsense.
That's okay. It was spiders, so it's not anything. It's not anything too wild. So I
Fair enough.
was walking around, and one of my favorite tarantula species that is not a Poecilotheria is a Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the Indian violet. So I found a vendor there had, maybe 2.5 inch tarantulas that like diagonal across, and they're supposedly molt-sexed females, and they were $60. So that's like a really good deal. So I bought two of them. You know what? I like the species. If they are both females, that's really cool. And I will deck out an enclosure for them because they're heavy webbers. So they web over everything that you put inside the enclosure. So I love stuff like that because I can set them up in a cool critter keeper or a exoterra or something and put a whole bunch of creepy bones or fake skulls and things, and then they web all over it, make it look all spooky and stuff. So I really like that species, and they eat like crazy. They're really mean, and I love it. I love it. They're great.
That's cool.
So I got those. Cool. I did end up getting an Okaticorn, a female Abbott line Okaticorn.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she's already pretty good size, so I am glad because the male that I've got is also an Abbott line, and so I'll be able to produce real Okatees for all the people who complain about, oh, is that from Okatee Hunt Club? Yes, now I do have some that can make real Okatees, so people can stop complaining. I still have my fake Okatees too, so I can make some
Fokatees.
Yeah.
So you got to
have. I think I've got 2 female pure Okatees, like locale Okatees, and then I've got 2 that are not. I think that's how it is.
That's fair. So what I'm hearing is we're gonna have a spot on the table at Raleigh, and we're gonna label it Okies and Fokies.
Yeah. I need to find a way to make an old man poster for like Okies and Fokies. I'm gonna get 100 questions. Why are these ones Okies and why are these ones Fokies?
Fokies, yeah, yep, 100%. Hey man,
actually just a marketing task.
Yep, exactly. But if it works, if people come to the table and look at it, that's all that matters, dude.
Yeah. You know what I should do just to mess with people? I'll price the Fokatees higher than the Okatees. Hurt some people's feelings.
Why are these more expensive? Well, technically they're outcrosses now. So
yeah, they're actually designer. So
oh, oof. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah,
it's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
So I'm happy with the ones that I've got. I'm raising a little palmetto too. I got a reverse and all that jazz. Nice. So I got. Why do I have? Yeah. Okay. We don't need to talk about them anymore.
Lots of corn snakes.
I got some corn snake, and
hell yeah, dude.
Got some Borneos, and yeah. So that was cool. So yeah, I think that's all the stuff that I picked up. Oh, at the auction, I got the Planet Snake Tune shirt. The
yes,
Craig Trumbauer Planet Snake Tune shirt. I had commented on his thing on Facebook to try and get one, and I don't know if we ever like lined up because I don't like Facebook Messenger. I don't have it downloaded on my phone, so I don't really be checking my Facebook messages all that much because I use Facebook on browser and it doesn't let you look at your messages unless you go through all these hoops. And on the Facebook app, they want you to download the Messenger app. Blah blah blah. This is a big soapbox I'm going to get off of, but I don't know if I had coordinated picking one up from him, and I really wanted one of these Planet Snake Tune things. Planet Snake Tune is something that Craig Trumbauer, he's one of the OGs, one of the founding fathers of
modern herpetoculture.
Yeah, modern herpetoculture. And he posted on Facebook talking about how, we can get lost in Planet Snake Tune of, oh, I'm working on this project and I'm trying to get these things and I'm picking up this new pickup and I'm getting these racks and building these cages and doing this and doing that. And it's really easy for people to fall into this like Planet Snake Tune of, oh, I'm so hyper focused on this that I forget about friend stuff that I got going on, or taking a break and chilling out for a little bit, or spending time with family. And it's easy to get wrapped up in snake stuff. And so he calls it Planet Snake Tune, and he made these shirts. It says Planet Snake Tune on it. And I was like, I need to get one of those. I need, just for my own, like, I don't know if I should say that I collect, but I picking up unusual snake and reptile, especially community stuff. So when I saw that, a little tidbit of like snake history things, and even if it means nothing to anybody else, it means something to me. And so when I had just walked into the US Arc auction Saturday night from going out herping, and I was late, and I walk in and they're auctioning off one of these Planet Snake Tune shirts, and it's been signed by Craig, by Keith McPeak, by, a bunch of these, Rob Nimmo, a bunch of these guys and people that I really like look up to, and people who are, pillars in the community. And I was like, I need that shirt. I don't care.
Yep.
I need that shirt. So I ended up winning it, and Jeremy bid me up on it a little bit.
Hey, to be fair, I didn't even know that you had bid on it. It wasn't until Phil called it out. It was like, wait, how are these two bidding against each other? And I was like, wait, what?
Oh.
And I looked over and I was like, oh, no, you can have it. You can have it, Rob. Go get it.
It's okay. It's all going to US Arc. I'm fine with
it. Right.
So yeah, it was great. I ended up winning it, and it's now it's going to go in a shadow box in my house so that I can have just like a little piece of herp history there. So I'm happy with it.
Hell yeah.
And that's the only, I think that's the only other thing that I bought in Daytona. I was a good boy.
Yay.
Yeah, I did a lot of herping. So I spent less time. I don't know if I should say less time, but I spent probably equal amounts of time herping as I did at the actual expo.
I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
I did get up
because you got to see some cool shit. So
I did. I also saw a lot of nothing, but I did see a lot of cool stuff too. There was a couple times where I went out there and saw literally, I shouldn't say literally nothing. I just didn't see any snakes. Which the goal for me is always snakes. I'll take other things too if I don't see snakes. But
snakes are it.
Yes, priority goes to snakes.
Yeah. So you got to see some pygmies.
Yep, saw 2 pygmy rattlesnakes.
Hell yeah.
Saw a yellow rat snake. Saw a Florida water snake, like a Florida banded water snake.
Yep.
Saw a corn snake, wild corn snake. That was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yep, that's cool.
And let's see what else. Yeah, no, that's miles and miles away. Vinegaroons. Saw some cool spiders, some orb weavers. And we saw an alligator. That was pretty cool. I went out with Alex Agamids.
Oh, hell yeah.
We saw an alligator and a variety of other things.
Hell yeah.
And do you remember the younger kid, Cameron, who used to volunteer at Zoo Creatures when he was a little kid?
Yeah.
So he came to the show, and me and him, he went road cruising with us, and he's the one who found the second pygmy rattlesnake.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, man." So he I don't know how much of this I can talk about. He did a lot of field herping in Florida while we were down there, and he was looking primarily for like invasive stuff. And I was like, "Oh, that's wild." And so he was like, he was just sleeping in his car. I was like, "Dude, come stay in my hotel room. I have an extra bed."
Right.
So for the people who are listening, this is a young man who used to volunteer at Zoo Creatures, the pet store underneath Nerd, when I was working there, and probably a little bit before then. But when he was 10 years old, he was working scrubs and retics, and he's like a very accomplished, very competent handler, keeper, and herper. He'd come in and he'd be like, "Oh, this weekend I'm going out with my goggles and my snorkel. I'm going snorkeling for snapping turtles." And I'm like, "What?" He just find a swamp someplace, put on his snorkel, and go snorkeling for snapping turtles. He is hardcore, man. And so when he came down, he was like, "Hey, man, I really want to go herping. Is that like, where do you go?" And I was like, "Okay, like there's a close by place, and he's like, I'm gonna go there right now. It's 2:00 in the morning. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna go do that right now? And he found some stuff while he was out there. And I told him the next morning I'm gonna be out there and go herping too with Alex. And he's like, just text me when you get out there, and we'll both hit it. So you can go one way, I'll go the other way, and if we find anything, we can meet in the middle. And so we do a couple laps back and forth, and we're not really seeing anything. And me and Alex got out and did a little bit of hiking, and we saw some vinegaroons, and he's really into birds. So he's listening to all the different bird calls and talking about this one and that one. And I'm like, dude, I know nothing about birds at all. So I'm happy that you're hearing things. I'm glad that you're seeing some cool birds. I'm looking for snakes right now.
Yep. Yeah. Where's the pygmy? Yeah.
Yeah. And so we get back in the car and we're like just about to get going, and Cam calls me and he's like, dude, there's a guy got a pygmy rattlesnake. I got a pygmy rattlesnake. You gotta go. It's gonna get off the road. And I'm like, which direction are you in? Are you closer to this end or are you closer to that end? And he's like, I don't know. I'm here. And I'm like, oh man, damn it. And
damn it.
I'm trying to think of the last time that we passed him, and I'm like, I think that he's this way, so let's just go this way and hope. And that's what we did, and luckily enough, that was the right direction.
Oh, good.
I see a car parked in the middle of the road, and I'm like, please tell me he didn't park in the middle of the road.
Oh, he parked in the middle of the road. Because there are a lot
of people. Yeah, he parked
in the middle of the road. Didn't care.
Yeah, and so he's like, dude, it's a pygmy rattlesnake. He's so hyped. I think that was his first Florida pygmy, I think.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And so he was just hyped, and we're sitting there looking at it, taking pictures and stuff, and it's starting to move off to the side of the road. And so he was really hyped. Alex is really hyped. I don't think he's found a Florida pygmy before either. And it was a good size one too. So the one that I saw the day before was significantly smaller. It was like a little, 3.5, 4-incher little guy.
Damn.
Yeah, it was still cool. Absolutely, still really cool.
But
significantly smaller than most of the rest of the ones that I've seen. So
yeah,
I was really excited. Cam was super excited, and we checked our pygmy off, and that's when we were about to start heading back to the show anyway, or head back from. I think it was in the morning. So yeah, I think that's right around when we were going to head back to the show. So it worked out really good. Yeah, Alex is hyped, Cam's hyped, I'm hyped.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anytime I see a rattlesnake, I'm excited. So worked out really good. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because when I was out there, I think the first thing I found was those vinegaroons, and I posted some pictures of them on my story, and I had like 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 people who messaged me, and they're like, I didn't even know we had vinegaroons in Florida. And then another couple of people who were like, I've been looking for 15 years and I've never found a vinegaroon in Florida. Where did you find them? And I'm like, just go roll some logs, because that's basically what I did. I went, found some down logs, and I was rolling them, or there was ones that had bark that was starting to peel away, and so I just like lift it up and boom, right underneath there, good size vinegaroons. And so
that's cool.
I found maybe more than a half dozen of them, maybe 10 or 12 of them. I saw a bunch of them. I didn't take pictures of all of them because I was just like, okay.
Yeah, another one.
I got really good pictures of the ones that I found, so I'm like, I don't need a less good picture of one that I've already posted. So I was pretty excited about that, and saw a whole bunch of them. And if people are listening and they're looking for them, just look for some logs. And I did find a scorpion too. That was pretty cool. That's
cool.
No, not the first wild scorpion I found. I found a Herjuris species when I went to Arizona, but less scorpions. That's my first East Coast scorpion.
That's cool. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah. Also, side note, shout out to Alex, because he just produced it was F2 sailfin dragons.
Let's go.
That's freaking badass, man.
Hype.
That is freaking badass. Yeah. And they hatched like right when he got back from Daytona. So it was like the perfect end to it all.
Exactly.
Like I'm home and like
little cap to the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So hell yeah. Shout out to Alex for that, because that's just freaking badass, man.
Pretty freaking cool.
But hell yeah, dude. One of these days I will make it a point to get up early enough to go herping.
It is early, man. I'm not gonna lie. I usually try and go like 6 a.m. ish. I told everyone like leave before 6:30.
Yeah.
And it's not often that I get people to go with me.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
It's one
fine.
of
Like
those
I get
things.
it because it's you stay up late for the expo and for hanging out and talking and socializing and everything, and then getting up at 6 is brutal. I think that I'm broken because I did the night job for so long that like I'm so used to, oh, I'll go to sleep for 3 hours and then I'll
it's
truck
fine.
it for
That's
another
plenty.
20 hours. Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah, it's plenty of time. 4.5 hours. You can work off that.
I don't know if I did a 4-hour night the whole time that I was. Maybe I did the last night, but
Oof.
I think I was maybe 4 hours. It was because I was staying up until 2
Golly.
and then getting up at 6. So yeah, 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh.
I wanted to see some snakes, man. Like
Hey man, I'm
have
not
a
mad
need.
about it. I'm
I
not
have a
mad.
mighty need.
A mighty need indeed.
So I mean that to continue on the field herping, and then we could talk more about the actual expo itself. But me and KJ went out on Sunday night. I think it was it had to have been Sunday night because I was leaving Monday morning. But he was like, what kind of stuff do you want to see? And I was like, well, I haven't found any tricolors yet. So if you got a good Scarlet King place or something like that, let's do that. And he's like, oh yeah, I got a place, or like we usually see a whole bunch of them, and you can usually find some other species around there too. I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, it's going to be probably pretty buggy, so we're probably wear a long sleeve and bring some headlamps because we're going to be going right at dusk, right at sunset. And we're going to hike off into the woods, and then we'll hike back, and it's a loop, a 7-mile loop. So I got there and I was prepared. It's like, okay, we're going to do this 7-mile loop. But on my way out there, it started like pouring, like really raining. I was like, oh no. Don't get me wrong. I will still go out there and I will still walk and look. I'll do it. But also, I don't really want to get soaked right now. So when I got there, it was still raining, and me and KJ are like, we'll just do it. We'll just hope. It might mess. The weather might have screwed us over, but we'll still give it a try because you never know. And so we get walking out there, and luckily, once you get past the parking area, it was pretty covered. Like the canopy was covering a lot of stuff, so it was less torrential downpour in the area where we were, and the clouds were kind of moving out too. So we walk, and we're walking and walking and walking and walking, and we're not really seeing anything, like barely any frogs or any. And the area is a lot of wetlands, so I was expecting to see something, but we didn't see nothing. We get out a couple miles out. I was like, you know what? Maybe we should just go back. Like we're both kind of soggy right now. We're walking by flashlight. We're not seeing a single thing. If I saw something, I would have been like, let's keep going. But we did not see a single thing. And so we're like, okay, let's turn around. We'll go back. He's kind of bummed. He's like, man, this place usually has got a lot of stuff, but I think the weather really screwed us over. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I'm cool with just what we walked and talked and about, a whole bunch of different stuff. And so I don't really get to hang out with him all that much one-on-one. And so it's really cool just to hang out with him. And he's a phenomenal herper. I respect the hell out of him. And so we were walking back, and we're starting to finally hear some frogs and see some frogs because it was just quiet as shit when we're walking out there. And finally, as it's pitch black, and finally we're starting to hear some stuff. We're starting to see some frogs in the trail. Mostly, I think leopard frogs is what we were seeing, but there's also some tree frogs, Cuban tree frogs, and some other stuff. And so we're walking and walking and walking, and we're getting close to the parking lot because there's like a little boardwalk that gets you to the parking lot. And he's like, sometimes when we're walking back, or like when we're here, you'll just see Scarlet Kings cruising on the handrails to the parking lot.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, these handrails are 4.5 feet up off the ground, and Scarlet Kings are tiny.
Yeah, not huge. Yeah, exactly.
What are the odds? Why would they be up there? That does not make any sense. And so we were walking back, and before we got to the boardwalk, I walked right by it. He's like, hey, you're going to walk past this ringneck snake? And I was like, oh, shit. If a snake is in the middle of the trail, I will not see it. No matter what it is, if it's bright color, I will not see it. I'll step right over it because it's not in a place where I thought it would be. It's not camouflage. It's not hidden enough. So I will go right by it. But if it is underneath 5 layers of leaves and just the tip of the tail is sticking out, I'll be like, there it is right there. You don't see it? It's right there.
Confirm.
Yeah. So he, scoops up this ringneck snake, and I'm hyped because that's the first ringneck I've seen in Florida, and they're really cool. The ones up here and even going up into New England, they've got the bright yellow band on the neck, the kind of slate gray top of the head, and then kind of a dark gray body. Underneath is typically a yellow orange, and in New England, it's mostly just straight yellow orange. There's no variation in color really, and there's not a lot of patterning on the belly. North Carolina, they've got this dot pattern that goes down the center of the belly quite a bit, but they're still kind of mostly yellow orange belly. They don't have a lot of color variation. But the one in Florida had like a nice reddish kind of color towards one end, and then fading to the orange to the yellow on the belly, and it's still a decent amount of pattern. So really cool. I liked it. It was awesome. Took some pictures of it, and then we're getting some mosquito action going on. So we're like, okay, let's skedaddle.
Right.
So we get back to the boardwalk, and we're walking back, and he's like, man, I'm kind of bummed. And I'm shining my flashlight, and then all of a sudden I see some red, black, and yellow cruising on the handrail that's 4 feet up off the this boardwalk is several feet off the ground, and then the handrail is another 4 feet up off of that. So I see this tricolor, and I'm like, go over it, grab it, let's go. Let's freaking go.
That's freaking so wild, dude.
Dude, I was so excited. So excited. And so I scooped it up, and I'm like, dude, yes, we got it. We finally got it. And we're maybe 30 feet from the parking lot. We are so close to being done. Yeah. So close to that's a wrap on the evening. So I was just hyped. And so I'm like holding it. I'm like trying to get a picture. I was like, dude, this is so freaking cool.
That's
and KJ's like, I don't think you understand, man. I was really stressed out there for a second that we weren't going to find one.
That's wild that it's that high off the ground, though.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because I think the posts are really smooth. So it had to have climbed off of a tree that was touching the boardwalk for it to get up there, because everything's so smooth. How would it get up there? It does not make any sense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy to be on the handrail like that. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, I was just crawling across the boardwalk. Then be like, okay, well, I guess I could kind of see that, but no, the added 4 foot height,
3.5 inch handrail. Right. What are you doing up there? What are you doing?
I'm testing my eyesight. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this
I guess. Goes. But dude, I was so hyped. Grabbed some pictures of it. Perfect cap to the evening.
Hell yeah.
We sat with it and took some pictures and hung out for maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. And then I was like, okay, I gotta let it go. And we walked around the parking lot, and we saw tons of frogs in the parking lot, and some invasive house gecko type thing, and a bunch of stuff. So we saw more in the parking lot than we did on the whole trail walk that we did. But
that's crazy.
It still works out. It was still cool. And that got my tricolor. That's my first Scarlet King, and I was hyped. I'm still hyped. Made a nice ending to my Daytona trip and herping. So I was thrilled. And big shout to KJ. He the man.
Hell yeah. KJ really does know the spots. That's for freaking sure. Because I went out with him, God, I don't remember how many years ago it was now. But I was out with him when I found my first Eastern Diamondback. Yeah. Yep.
He told me I got to come down so he can take me for a Diamondback spot. But he's like, you're more likely to see him kind of fall, winter, spring. So I'm like, okay, we'll have to do it at a different time.
Yep. Yeah. Because I think when I was there, it was mid to late March November or something. Oh, no, okay. it was fall. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. But yeah, that was dude. Yeah. Because I don't go out to herp nearly as much. So when I do go out, I'm like, this is gonna be epic. Even if I don't find anything, it's just the fact that I actually had the time to be like, let me go out and at least look. I don't care if I just find a little southern toad. I'm just like, hell yeah, I fucking saw something. I don't get to do it enough, so everything's exciting. But yeah, when he was like, oh, dude, we're gonna take you to a spot and find. Guarantee you will find an Eastern. And I was like, all right. I'm game.
Yeah. Damn.
So yeah, definitely shout out to KJ for that, because he be knowing the spots. That's for sure.
I'm envious. I still have not found an Eastern Diamondback.
Oh, dude. It's literally, I think that it's literally my first TikTok post. It's finding that Eastern Diamondback.
Justifiably so.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, hey, if I'm going to start this thing, let's kick it
Might
off
as
with
well.
something cool.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. But
That's
hell yeah,
fucking
dude.
cool.
I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it.
I'm jelly.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, that kind of caps my herping. I did herp a lot that weekend. I went out pretty much every morning and most evenings.
Damn.
To do at least a little bit of herping.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it was good. It was good. I needed that because I've not been herping out much in North Carolina this summer because it's either been torrentially downpouring or 110 degrees. And
yeah, this summer's been wild, dude.
Neither one of those is particularly. And then also we had a lot of flooding in the main places that I went herping. And so those parks are closed. Right. They're like, do not come here. Everything's closed here. And I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Damn. Damn. No, pass. Pass on the flooding. Yeah. I'm good on floods.
For real.
Definitely good on floods.
But regardless.
Yeah. But hell yeah, at least you're able to get the fix in Daytona for sure.
Exactly. And I found my first wild corn snake, my first wild yellow rat snake, my first wild scarlet king. Vinegaroons, can't beat it.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'm envious of finding the wild corn snake. That would be really cool. That's one of those things.
Bit the hell out of me. He was not having it.
That is definitely one of those things where it's like, it's a species that we're just so used to seeing in captivity. Seeing every time you walk into a pet store, you know, we've kept them for many years, you know, so it's just like, yeah, corn snake, woohoo. But to see one out in the wild is definitely a different experience for sure. So yeah, I'm envious of that. I would love to come across a wild corn snake. And then I would post it and be like, look at this red rat snake, just to make people flustered.
I think that's the appropriate term for it right now, but
which is fair. Well, so I'll post two pictures. I'll post the wild corn snake and call it the red rat snake, and then a captive corn snake and call it a corn snake. Oh God. And I'll post like the most normal corn snake that I possibly can find.
I mean,
yeah, you know, like what do you think the difference is? I'll tell you the only difference: the wild one's not het for albino.
that you know of.
That I know of. Yeah, almost guaranteed that every captive corn snake is at least het for albino.
Dude, I've paired 4 Okeetees, 5 Okeetees, no albinos, no morphs at all.
Which is also shocking, but also I feel like Okeetees have been so line bred, even though they have been, of course, they've been outcrossed, you know, through generations. But I feel like that's a project that, unless somebody's specifically going for like the EROs or something like that, you're pretty much just breeding for that look. So you're not trying to throw anything else in the mix. Because ironically, the Tessera scaleless Okeetee that I bred this year proved out to be het albino. And I was like, I wonder where this came from, because it's got all of the right Okeetee colors, like it's been line bred for multiple generations to get this specific look. I was not expecting any mutations to pop out. And I'm just like, well, dang it. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's still very cool, you know, but I was like, I really wasn't expecting that. So
yeah,
I feel like some of those really like line bred project focused animals, I'm more surprised when there's some other recessive that's just kind of like underlying. I'm like, okay, well, at some point when you were outcrossed, there was something floating around. And it survived all these generations just to make this one albino.
True. You know what I don't see much anymore? At least maybe, you know, I should qualify this with I don't pay attention to much anymore.
Mhm.
But one of the things that I used to see all the time that I don't see anymore are candy cane corns.
Oh
The
yeah.
like red and white albinos.
Mhm.
And I haven't seen one in years, probably.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious about you saying that is Lee had some on his table.
Did he?
He
I
did,
completely
yeah.
missed it, dude.
Yeah,
I saw his extreme reverse Oketees,
Yep.
the pink ones, the pink
Mhm.
things that you like, one of the ones that you got,
Yep.
and then the Anery, I don't know if they're charcoal, but the Anery Oketee, the black and
Oh,
silver
yeah.
one.
So
That's all
they were on the front of his table, like if those Anery Oketees are on your right,
Yep.
like diagonally coming inward, they were right in front from there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just missed
and
them.
I would have missed him too. Mark's the one that saw them because he was like,
Gotcha.
candy cane. I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, those are cool.
I have not seen. Yeah, I remember those used to be a very common corn snake morph to see, and I just have not seen them anymore.
Now, not so much. Yeah, no, that's actually very fair. I don't.
Makes you want to look it up.
Yeah, right. I don't recall the last time pre Daytona that I actually saw like just legitimate candy cane corns. Because
that's so funny.
What's that?
I just searched candy cane corn snake, and one of the Google pictures that came up is a picture of a candy cane that I posted on Zoo Creatures account.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
That's my hand from 7 years ago.
That's hilarious.
Like that. That's funny.
But yeah, that is a cool. It's a pretty albino. That high white and red contrast is a really pretty albino. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised you don't see more.
Do they stay like that when they get adults or no?
I think
that one's pretty nice.
They do. Ooh, focus. Oh wow, that is actually really nice. Don't make me get more corn snakes, Rob.
I'm like, do I need another corn snake?
Yeah, might just happen.
That's one of those ones where I wouldn't be able to get a baby. I would have to get like an older one to know that it's going to stay looking like that.
Yeah, right.
I think a lot of them do kind of orange out as they get older.
Yeah. Not us both looking up candy cane corn snakes.
Dude, look at that one. Holy moly. That one's phenomenal. Hold on.
Oh, focus. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Hang on. I'm looking this up.
We don't need to go down the rabbit hole.
Too late.
What's some interesting things that you saw at
Too
Daytona?
late, Rob. Too late. I'm looking at candy cane corns.
Yeah. Planet Snake Tune.
I'm oh gosh. No, there were quite a few cool snakes that I saw at the show. I'll tell you what was really cool to see was a lot of Barons racers. There were
tons.
Like a large number of Barons racers, and I was just kind of like, that's interesting. Like,
yeah, those. There was a lot of king rats. Calubra reptiles came over from Europe. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So this is not necessarily Daytona oriented, although he is based in Florida. Ryan Gradney, our buddy down there, just posted scaleless king rats. I think they're European. They're in Europe, and he's working with whoever the breeder is out there to bring them in. But there's a normal and a calico, and they look wild, like wild. Knowing and working with and seeing large king rats, I don't think I want that scaleless. It looks insane, but I'm like, that's gonna be like 7 feet long. Like,
Did he post it on his story?
He did post it on his story. Let me see if I can I can pull it up really quick. Because I just yeah. Not a fan, huh?
I don't like. Oh, that second one is pretty wild looking.
Yes, I think that's the calico thing. Yeah. Like that is just wild. So
I just the scaleless thing, and this is not a knock on Kyle, but oh boy, scaleless things for me, not it.
right. No, which is fair. Which is fair. I was just like,
He
damn, that's really cool.
he is getting some more of those Uganda rhino vipers in though, and it hurts my heart that I can't get them right now. That is my dream snake. Like
Heck
I would
yeah,
get rid
dude.
of almost everything else, like barring the scrubs. I get rid of pretty much everything else so I could get some of those Uganda rhinos.
Yeah, no, that's fair. They are incredibly pretty snakes.
They are phenomenal.
Incredibly pretty. What else was cool at the show? There were a lot of cool things in general at Daytona.
The giant earthworm, the burrowing Sicilian.
Oh yes, like what the
That thing was
hell?
bananas.
Yeah.
And then the bunch of slow worms or worm lizards.
Yes.
That was pretty crazy.
That was cool. What else? Did you see Casey Cannon had one of Don Patterson's extreme stonewash Brettles Jags?
I did see that. Yeah.
That I think that's the first time I've ever seen one in person, and that was a wild looking carpet python.
Yeah, very unusual.
Yeah, I was very intrigued by that. Definitely not something you see every day.
Dude, those high white pied-sided red corn snakes.
Yes. There was the guy next to Lee's table. He had some silly high white pied corns, and I was so tempted. I don't need to spend more than what I came to. But there were some wild. Oh yeah, that's cool. That is super cool. There were a lot of splotched Sinaloans.
Yeah, the people listening to audio, this is like a high white splotched Sinaloan milk snake, and the splotched Sinaloans are a tricolor, but this one has got like an aberrant pattern, so it's got kind of stripy, dotty kind of pattern on the back, and lots of white, where usually they have more red and yellow and stuff. So
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, oh, that's phenomenal. And then they had the albino splotched.
Yes. And it's almost just white with the yellow stripe, which was wild to see. Yeah. Yeah. I really do enjoy some of the aberrant colubrids. Oh, dang. Wait, where were those? I didn't see those.
The giant Pac-Man frogs. I don't remember, honestly. I took some pictures as I was going around. I think that might have been Underground's table, because the next pictures I got are Strophaurus. They had Ciliaris, the spiny-tailed geckos from Australia. They had a few different species, and then some Europlatus, Sikore, some morph toke geckos.
Dude, there were some cool morph tokes at the show. There were some cool ones, from the patternless blues to the leucistic / pied. Yeah, there were some cool tokes, and it was interesting. It was cool seeing them at Daytona, because also the week prior we had seen some really cool ones at the Raleigh show. Yeah, so it was cool to see some back-to-back banger tokes. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of that, shameless plug while we're on the podcast, my next YouTube video drops tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we're highlighting the Raleigh show, and I'm pretty sure I snuck some of that tokay footage into that video, so you can check that out. Yeah, that was just cool to see. It's always cool to see that.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Man, what else?
There was some cool Cerdodactylus geckos there, which are the bent toe or bowfinger geckos. There was Consabrinus, Pulchellus, Eloc, and one or two other species there. That's my favorite genus of gecko, so I really enjoy when I see those at shows. There was so many different Drymarchon there, bro. Like so many indigos. Oh my god,
it's so true, dude. Did you see on Alex Concepcion's table the baby ashy geckos? So talking about micro geckos.
Those stress me out,
dude. So I've never seen them in person. Or
really?
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I've seen adults in person because Armin's had them at the Pomona show. But seeing the babies, I was like, oh my God. I think that's a carpenter ant. Like,
yes, literally, carpenter ants could cut these geckos in half easily.
Yeah, which is insane. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to
terrifying.
Squish it.
Yes,
but
my biggest fear.
Yeah, I think it's just wild to see. It's probably one of, and again, just a shout out to Alex Concepcion from On the Way Exotics. The diversity of reptiles in general, and Alex always has a crazy diverse table. I don't know what the number of species was this year, but last year he had over 100 different species of reptiles at his table, and which was wild. But yeah, to go and see that and then walk, into the next room and just see some other like big ass geckos like tokays or anything like that. Oh, dude, those corn snakes. So again, if you're on the audio only, Rob just showed up a picture of a big Okatee corn. A friend of mine, I think it was Matt from Sassabeck, was like, "Did you see the giant male corn snake?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, it's over on Alex's table." Or maybe it wasn't Matt. No, I brought Matt over to it. It was I think I was at Emilio's table from Nightfall Exotics.
Yep.
And I was like, "No, I haven't seen it." And it was at Alex's table. Eddie Soto was there too, and they're like, "Yeah, you got to look at it. It's massive." And the female's like your average corn snake. And I was like, "What? Come on, man! Like, what the hell?" And then I got over there, and I was like, "Oh my." Like,
oh my Lanta. This is one of the biggest corn snakes I've ever seen in my life.
Like, what the hell has happened here? Like,
yeah.
And then you look at the female, and I'm like, he could eat her. And,
easily.
And nobody would know.
Lump.
Nobody, right. Yeah, no, nobody would know. It would just be like, oh, the corn snake got out. Meanwhile, it's like, no, it's been consumed.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely massive. There was that, and then there were those two big ass palmettos.
Yep. Yeah, those are big. Yep.
Yeah, and
they were not nearly as big as that Okatee, but still.
No, but they were pretty damn close. I was like, gee, what is it with everybody making their males friggin' massive, dude? Like, holy crap, man. Yeah. Holy crap. I mean, I guess if you're beefing them up for hibernation, they're good to go. Like,
that is one way to do it.
They are good to go. Yeah, that was sheesh. Just freaking nuts. There's some cool Asian rat snakes. They're those cool mandarins we went to see with Alan Booth or Both. Excuse me. So there's always interesting colubrids, I feel like, at that show. What else? Damn. There's always cool turtles.
I'm just going through my pictures, like looking. I got Barron's Racer pictures. I got Ridley Eye pictures, Honduran milk snakes, some Spilotes. How about Ben? I'm gonna mess up his name here. Hold on. Ben Grayshaw's herp artwork, where he does the carvings, then he paints them.
Yeah.
Oh my Lanta, bro. The Tropolaemus laticinctus.
Oh yes.
I stopped in my tracks because I was like,
so nice.
That is so phenomenal. It looks so lifelike.
Yeah.
At a fair distance. It's very very convincing. Right. He had the full size Bolin's python. He had the Amazonian milk frogs that were so cool.
He has some amazing work.
Green tree python.
Yeah, he makes some amazing pieces. The attention to detail is insane.
Maculatus.
Oh yeah, yep, I saw that one. That was cool.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Yep, I'm all for it, dude. I am all for it.
Rugosus.
Oh yeah,
they're so alien looking. I think that somebody I know got this too. I watched someone buy it, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, you gotta get that," because
that's cool.
That's a species that I've had an eye on for I don't know 9 or 10 years or something, but I just have not pulled the trigger on it because I'm like, I don't really need more geckos.
Nonsense.
Yeah, listen now. If I'm getting any more geckos, it's gonna be Cerdidactylus geckos because they're already in the wheelhouse.
That's fair.
And so but I saw that and I was like, man, those things are really cool. And there was a citronella dart frogs, and there's a Bell's lace monitor, and man, there's so many cool animals at the show. There's so many different things. Oh, Jason Hood with the Spilotes, dude, the Mexicanus, and the striped ones. Kill me. They're so good.
Yeah, those were freaking mint.
So good.
Those are freaking mint. Because they look insane as babies, and they still look ridiculously cool as adults. So it's like, yeah, that's cool.
Hold on. I know that I've got at least one picture of those Spilotes in here. Yeah. Little striped Mexicanus. Sheesh,
oh hell yeah,
look at
dude!
How yellow, black, and it's just phenomenal. Everything about it is so nice. And then right next to the normal ones, they're just as nice. So
hell yeah,
phenomenal looking. Top 20 coolest snakes in the world to me. Just so incredible looking. And Jason Hood has just been doing it up. And then Tom Kogan was there, dude, with the Bismarck ring pythons and the rough scale pythons.
Some smoking stuff. Some absolutely smoking stuff.
I got a really good picture of that rough scale python.
Oh, really?
Phenomenal. Look at the eye on it. It's just crazy.
Oh, dude. Yeah, rough scale pythons are badass. Ugh.
Pretty cool. And then the Bismarck rings, phenomenal. And then Calubra had, and I think it was with Hayes Reptiles, had the
the Prasinus. Yeah, those were super cool.
So good. So good.
Those were super cool. Yeah. Yep. It's like shows like that whenever I because occasionally you hear people or you see people online, it was a fun show. It was all ball pythons and crested geckos, and I'm like, do you guys not look?
Did you not look? Did you not see the Jamaican boa, bro?
The Jamaican boa was awesome. There was so much diversity at the show. It was absolutely insane.
Yes, it was so good. So good. Yeah. So many cool things.
I'm here for it. These are the things that make Daytona fun.
Yes. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. It was also really cool seeing so many cool people. Alex, Panda's Fauna was hanging out.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Stephen Cush was hanging out.
Yep.
Brooke was hanging out. We got Muscle Snakes, Renee was hanging out. We got there's so many, all the THN people.
Oh yeah, always good to see everybody. Yeah.
Dominique DeFalco was hanging out.
Yep.
Trying to think. Keith McPee, Craig Trumbauer. There's so many cool people there. It's just it was awesome. It's so good. And some people who I only get to see at Daytona, and people from all over the country. And I love Daytona for that, because if you ever get reptiled out, you can go sit at the beach or at the pool, and the hotel right across the street. This is the first time that I've ever stayed at the Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never staying anywhere else. It is so much easier if I'm just halfway through the day and I'm like, and I want to take a nap. Oh, but I got to walk 2, 3, 4 blocks to go do that. Oh no, it's right across the street. I'm going to walk right in the door, take an elevator, take a nap. I did that a couple times. I was, and just having everything right there. The IHOP's a little walk away. That's okay. That's fine.
It's not too bad, like a 5-minute walk, because we were at the Regency, which is literally like right. Time. Yeah, which is like right across from the IHOP or something. So yeah, it's not too bad of a walk. Thank goodness.
Yeah. But just having it be right there. I think that one of the things that I'm going to do this year is I'm going to book for next year immediately as soon as I can. Like I'll probably look next week or something. As soon as they announce dates for next year's Daytona, I'm going to book the hotel, because I hate this about the Hilton, but also it kind of works out that when you book, you don't have to put any money down at all. You don't put anything. So you just pay when you get there, which I kind of hate, because I would rather just pay for it and not have to worry about saving the money. But alternatively, if I book it now, I think I stayed there from Wednesday. I had the hotel booked Wednesday to Monday, and it was about $1,000, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah. And so with parking and everything. And so now what I can do is book it now, and I've got 12 months to save that $1,000.
Yeah, so right. Exactly.
Every month, put away $100.
$100.
Like actually withdraw it from my account, put it in an envelope someplace.
Yeah, right.
And then when the expo comes around, I've got it. I didn't have to, save up the money. It was already there. I've got a year to save it up before I have to actually pay for it. So I think that's the route I'm going to go this year, to guarantee that I'll have a room at the hotel, because it worked out so good. Just being there and all that jazz. So
hell yeah, dude.
I like it.
Hell yeah. I'm here for it. Fun times.
Yeah.
Fun freaking times.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. It was so ridiculous to me that this happened multiple times. So Stephen Cush, Panisfauna, Muscle Snakes, Brooke, we hung out a lot throughout the weekend. And there was like several times where people came up to me and they're like, "Oh, Rob, I love all the scrub stuff that you're doing," right in front of Steven. And I'm like, do you guys not know who this is? This guy's making way more scrubs than me. This guy's way better at scrubs than I am. Shit, like, why do you care about me? Go talk to him.
That's hilarious, actually.
It was so, like, to me, it was silly, because there was a couple of people who were like, "Oh, like, I don't know who you are." And I'm like, how do you know who I am, but you don't know who he is? Because he's got way more scrubs. He's doing way better with scrubs than I am. Like, you guys need to follow Steven, because if you want to get a scrub, you're more likely to be able to get it from him than you get one from me.
Right. That is hilarious.
And I always, whenever people message me, they're like, "Oh, I really want to get a scrub python," I'm like, "Please go talk to Steven." And then they're like, "Also, you can go talk to TJ Chambers now." There's like a couple other people that are like, "Okay, I'm not selling any right now, but go talk to them, because I want to make sure that they." Oh, hold on.
No, you're good. I was gonna wait till you were done to tell you your camera went down.
Oh no, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
You're good. Oh man, that is always really interesting when that kind of stuff happens, though, where people will be like, "Oh man, I love what you're doing with blah blah blah," and you're like, "Do you know who so and so is?" And they say no, and you're like, "Wait, hang on, this doesn't make any sense." Okay. Hey, welcome back.
I was like, you guys need to follow Steven if you're not already, because if you are interested in scrub things, he is the scrub guy.
He's the guy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I am not. I do consider myself a scrub person, but I am not anywhere near the level that Steven's doing with his scrubs. He's got way more. He's bred so many more than I produced. And, mad kudos to him. If you're not following him on Instagram, follow him, Scrub Shepherd. Check out his YouTube channel. He posts some really great videos on scrub pythons and a bunch of the other species that he's working with. And
hell yeah.
All the accolades to that young man. He's doing phenomenal things. It took me so much longer to do anything with scrub pythons. I feel like I finally have them dialed in pretty well, but I am not at the level that Steven's doing with scrubs. So I always encourage people, hey, if you are interested in scrub pythons, you should definitely check out Steven's stuff because he's got some phenomenal animals and he is very consistently producing things and is a very proficient breeder. So it was silly to me because people would be like, oh, Rob, I love all the stuff that you're doing with scrubs. And I'm like, you're saying that in front of someone who is way better at scrub pythons. I don't think you understand.
Ooh. Yeah.
But I would just introduce him like, hey, you should meet Steven because he really does. Like, I do some scrub things. He really does scrub pythons.
Right.
And if you want to learn way more about scrub pythons than you're going to learn from me, you should check out his stuff. And so it was just silly. It was funny. And but it was cool. It was a great expo. It was a really fun time. And we went to St. Augustine Alligator Farm. That shit was lit.
Oh yeah,
so
hell
fun.
Yeah, dude.
So good. I love that. It was a lot of fun. So
hell yeah.
Add that as a little aside. We all ended up going because I posted I was going there, and then Alex Pandaswana messaged me. He's like, "Yo, we're going tomorrow too." I was like, "Yes," because I'm fine going by myself and like going and doing stuff like that alone. But when he messaged me, I was like, "Oh shit, it's a gang going." So,
yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Yeah,
type shit. He's just hanging out. So, and then Steven had a really good taco place close by that he'd been to before, and we all went and got food there afterwards, and it was so good.
Nice.
So
hell yeah,
it was lit. It was a really good time. I had a blast hanging out with those guys and gals, and it was just a really good time.
Love it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
dude.
yes.
I'm all for it.
And I didn't buy 100 new things.
True. That is true.
I've been better about not spending money recently. So
yeah. No, that's fair. Same. I think this is the first expo in a little while that I've ended up coming home with new animals purchased. Last handful of shows has been anytime I've purchased something, it's been more like a dry good or something.
Mine has been spiders. I've been on a little bit of spider kick recently, and so I've been well, here's the deal. I had a lot of spiders before I moved, and I got rid of all of them.
Right.
I had almost nothing, and
we got to build it back up.
Yes, because I thoroughly enjoy tarantulas, and so I have a handful of tarantulas again. So I'm very happy with that.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Hell yeah,
I'm going to keep telling myself that.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly. Hey man, between now and next Daytona, you can figure out what other species of tarantulas you might need to add. So it's fine. It's perfect. It's wonderful. The annual tarantula pilgrimage.
Species I need.
There you go, dude. There you go. You'll have it all locked in. It'll be great. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, since they banned scrub pythons at Daytona, it's like I'm not going there to get scrubs. So
yeah, right.
I mean, technically, you can have Clastolepis there, so you can get Moluccans there, you can get Halmaheras, you can get Tracii, and you can get Nauta, the Tannenbars. There was a Tannenbar at the show.
Oh, was there? Oh, yeah. I remember you mentioning that. Yeah. Yep. That's cool. You got to find the loopholes where you can get them.
Yeah, I guess. My thing is I wouldn't trust a wildlife officer to know their butt from a hole in the ground, so I'd be very, very scared owning one of those because if they can bolt gun a boa constrictor thinking it's a Burmese python, yikes! How disastrously bad at your job do you have to be? Yikes.
How low can you go? Hey, how low?
For real. Oof. I have people who know nothing about snakes talk to me about that. Like, I've been making some friends outside of the reptile community recently, and a couple of them were like, "Oh man, I saw this horrible video where these officers bolt gunned the wrong something about $100,000 snake," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you heard about that? It was bad. It was really bad.
It was really bad.
They were very incompetent."
Yeah. Oof. So, good job. Good job.
Yeah. That's the thing. Living in Florida, I would be even if I had legal scrubs, like if I just kept Halmaheras, I would still be terrified that they would not be able to tell that it's not a scrub that's banned and
absolutely
have them pull some shenanigans.
Oh no, we are confiscating this. Like, no.
I'd be worried that they would kill it. I'd be like, oh, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing here.
That's not what we're going to do. So get the fuck out.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. Yep. On that note.
Bro.
Oh, God. Well, as we round it out, man, Daytona was a blast. If you missed the show, if you've never been to a Daytona, strongly recommend that you make an effort to get to a Daytona show sooner rather than later. It's once a year. Double it as a vacation. You're right on the beach. There's so much to do within an hour and a half of Daytona Beach. You can literally go to the show one day and then go do something else the next day, or just make it a week-long thing and just come enjoy the vibes, hang out with some fun reptile people, see some cool animals, and keep the good vibes going, because there's so much to do and see at the show. So strongly recommend visiting a Daytona reptile show. And if you haven't already, don't be a bum. Go to Daytona. If you can make it happen, it's totally freaking worth it. You can literally fly right into, you can of course drive, but you can also fly right into the Daytona Beach airport. It's a 15-minute Uber from the airport to the Hilton. If you end up if you want to stay at the Hilton, there's a bunch of hotels along that strip where the convention center is. Lots of great options. And of course, you're right on the beach. Plenty of restaurants and things to do and see and go eat and all that stuff. So go to Daytona, do it up. If people want to see what you got going on and maybe see some of these cool tarantulas that you picked up at Daytona, where can they follow you?
Check me out on Instagram at Rob is Creeping It Real. Honestly, I've not been on TikTok recently. I've been taking a sabbatical from TikTok, kind of. So not really been on there much. Check me out on Instagram. Don't add me on Facebook. Just don't. I still have 1,000 people in my friend request limbo.
Yeah.
And gotta be real compelling to, unless we like know each other. Like if we know each other, you can send a friend request.
Different story.
I'll probably catch it. But yeah, random people probably not. Unless you
gotta be really real cool snaky. Yeah.
Yeah, real snaky and not Republican-y. And so
right.
Listen, man. You have to care about human beings. Sorry, I know it's a high bar, but you gotta
exactly.
You gotta clear it to get on the friend list. So
yeah.
How about you, Jeremy? If people want to follow your stuff and see what you got going on, where are they gonna do it?
Brassman Reptiles on everything, Facebook and Instagram. If you follow me on Facebook, then you're probably just seeing Instagram posts that I send over from Instagram to Facebook. Also, I plugged it a little bit earlier, but go subscribe to the Brassman Reptiles YouTube channel. I've gotten back into posting there, so I have a video dropping tomorrow and try to do at least one upload a week. So I'll be filming some more stuff at the top of the week. Doing some Amazon tree boa stuff for the next video. Sweet. So that will be fun. So go check that out. I too am not really doing much on TikTok. So you can find me on there, but that's about it. And also, one more random plug. If you're interested in anything that could be available for sale, go check out brassmanreptiles.com. Just updated some of that available inventory. Got some cool colubrids and leopard geckos and ball pythons and wonderful things. And that is the only place that you will find my full availability is brassmanreptiles.com. So go check it out. And that's it for me. That is a wrap.
All right, Jeremy. What's got you excited about reptiles right now?
So I will tell you, I'm very excited about Amazon tree boas. I got litter number 1 hit the ground, which was a little tiny bit of a letdown from a leopard to a Halloween tiger, and only got 1 baby. Got a handful of slugs, but it's a beautiful baby tiger, 100% het leopard. So I'm really stoked about that snake. That was like the goal for that pairing, and I produced it. So very happy about that. No, it's not for sale. Yes, it's staying here. But I'm excited for that, and I've got another litter due in like 2.5, 3 weeks. So I'm excited about Amazons and continuing to build this this army of tree snakes together. And yeah, that's that. That is that. How about you, Rob? What has you excited about reptiles right now?
I think that I'm gonna go with these baby scrub pythons. 2 clutches in 1 year.
Yes.
Pretty hyped about that, and I consider that a big accomplishment for myself and something that I've been working my entire reptile career to finally do.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
I'm doing it. That and the tarantulas I'm really excited about. So
hell yeah.
I like it.
Hell
But
yeah.
make sure you guys check out blackboxcages.com if you need yourself a new rack and enclosure. Really great stuff, really great people. And I love my enclosures. I probably going to be needing to get some more here because I got some scrubs that are starting to get kind of.
We're getting big. Are they getting big,
Yeah.
Rob?
Yeah, they need to go into some bigger enclosures. So that's coming up here in the not so distant future.
There
and
you go.
Both of my clutches this year of scrubs came out of Black Box Cages. So
just
saying. Exactly.
Hell yeah. I'm here.
All right, guys. We will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Lizard.